Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for what is coming in June 2021. So we're going to have a look and see what is going to be coming through. If you can hear that sound in the background, it's the rain because it's raining a lot. And I always find rain very soothing. I don't know if it's just me or not, but I do find it quite soothing. So it's an energy that I think we're rolling with here for June. And of course, we've got these four wonderful piles, right? So whichever one you're most drawn to, you can actually pick more than one pile for this reading if you feel drawn to more than one crystal, for example. But we've got some absolutely stunning piles here, and whichever one you're most drawn to is going to be the reading for you. So yeah, take your pick. And I also wanted to mention as well, if you would like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below since I do a giveaway every single month. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading, those are done within 24 to 48 hours and they are available to purchase on my website, or there's lots of other options as well for payment and things like that in the description box below. It's very, very simple to do. But yeah, so those are the options for the readings. I also have intention manifesting items on there as well, which so many people have seen results with. And there's handmade bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards, which you can put under your pillow, wallet, or your purse. So you can check out the review section. Well, actually, the review section was on my Etsy. I mean, you can still go there and have a look at the reviews. But I'm still working on my website section as well. But yeah, you can you can check that out. And there's also sage, crystals, divination charms, coins, pendulums, face masks, lots of items on there as well. Okay, so you've got group 1 here, group 2, group 3, and group 4. I believe this is carnelian, citrine. Forgot the name of this one. So typical, so typical. I'm actually going to start writing them down now, but we've got some absolutely stunning crystals. Whichever one you're most drawn to is going to be the reading for you, okay? So again, you can pick more than one, and we will have a look and see what's coming through for June 2021. Timestamps are in the description box below for your convenience. All right, so we're going to start first of all with group number 1, and let's begin on that side. I can't get over these crystals, they're so beautiful. Let's do that. There we go. Alright, group number 1, what's coming in June 2021? Let's have a look and see. So you have chosen this beautiful citrine crystal, which we'll put right here. And we have got as well the card. So this is actually the Manifest with Crystals card, which actually comes in the Soul and Spirit magazine subscription. So you actually get cards with it usually every single month, which is just amazing. So if anyone wanted to do the subscription, I'll leave a link in the description box below. I'm not sponsored or paid to talk about them. It's just that I love their cards, and so I personally get the magazines every single month because I love them, and also it's a great spiritual magazine with lots and lots of amazing content. So yeah, you can check it out if you wanted to. I just thought I'd mention that because some of you may ask where I got this from. So it says here, place your crystals on a list or photograph of what you want to manifest in order to activate its powers. Now, I know that this might sound a little bit strange. Some of you might be like, I just want to know about June, to be honest. Moonlight, get to June. I think that this is a great manifester for some of you who have been thinking about, you know what, I just want to build my own business. I want to do my own thing. I want a better job. I want stable love. I want more commitment. I want happiness. I want strength. I want to be able to heal. Whatever it is that you want in your life, you can manifest it. All right, so this I think resonates so beautifully with June because June's got a lot of energies, okay? You got Venus going into Cancer, you've got the Sun going into Cancer, you've got Venus going into Leo, you've got Mercury going direct out of its retrograde state, you've got Neptune going into retrograde, Jupiter is going retrograde, right? Saturn is square Uranus. There's a lot happening astrologically, so I think that one of the best things you can do is write down on a piece of paper the things that you want to manifest, put a really lovely crystal on top, and when I say lovely, I mean, you know, one that is not going to remove the energies of it, but actually allow it to manifest. So I would think of something like opal. I think citrine is a great one as well. This is what we have here. Lapis lazuli. Green aventurine is a really great crystal. Rose quartz can be great as well, for sure. I'm trying to like think off the top of my head. Let me open my crystal drawer and just have a little look. I think those are the main ones. Also, clear quartz and tiger eye. Tiger eye is a good one too, right? So if you have those crystals, you can, if not, write down your manifestations and put them in a place that just makes you feel very good, because I think that that can really help. But this is something really great to do, for sure. Actually, let's put the crystal on top of that as well. We want to manifest those good energies. All right, let's have a look and see what's actually coming in June. That's like a little activity, like a little thing you can do, right, to make things happen. Because it's all well and good knowing, like, okay, what's going to happen, but also what can we do to accelerate those energies, I think is also very important. You've got here 51, empath. It says, you may be confusing other people's energy with your own. So some of you might really be confusing other people's energy. I was literally just going to reiterate whatever the card says, but the thing here is that, you know, how somebody else feels, you might take it upon yourself. But ultimately, I think here what's also happening is a lot of healing. You're starting to understand and sort of come into your own, understand your own energies, how you feel, how you want to feel, and it's really helping you in the grand scheme of things. So you're not confusing other people in that sense, because I really feel that in June, yes, you can confuse other people's energy for yourselves, but then you realize that and you're like, nope, not going to do that, not going to do that, I'm going to heal from it and try and do that. So it's almost like you're healing from that, right? So you might still do that in June, but then you're healing from it and then you're not going to do it, right? Are you with me? I hope you're with me. Spiritual gifts. You are in the process of developing and fine-tuning your spiritual gifts, so there you go. A lot of you are very, very empathic. You have a lot of empathy. You have a lot of feelings, a lot of gut feelings. Your intuition is very strong. So you're in the process of really developing that and becoming much stronger in terms of making the right choices for yourself, picking up on people's energies, what feels good, what doesn't feel good. So I'd say continue to do the things that, you know, really feel good for you. Number 74, increase. You may have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart. I'm telling you, okay? I'm telling you. That card does not lie. There is something that you are going to manifest. And this is a way in which you can accelerate that manifestation, right? With putting the crystal on top of your manifested list or thing that you specifically want to manifest. That's amazing. It really can happen. So there's something here in June where you've planted the seed, and it's gonna grow, and it's gonna give you a real sense of happiness and fulfillment for the future. So there you go. Something that you've wished for is gonna manifest, and you're gonna be like, yes, thank you so much. That's the kind of vibe we have there. Oh, by the way, you don't just have to put one crystal. You can put multiple crystals. Like I said, if you don't have crystals, you can do it without crystals. You know, I'm not telling you that you have to go out and buy 1 million crystals. And that's not what I'm doing at all. It's, you know, crystals can be expensive. I mean, some are not. I also have crystal like bracelets and things like that in my Etsy store as well, which are, I don't know, around about maybe 12, 13 US dollars. So, you know, it really does vary, to be honest. I mean, the thing here is that there are some crystals that are really, really expensive, and there are some that are not as expensive. It really depends on the crystal, it depends on the shape, the size, the weight, things like that. But so you can always do it where you just have that manifestation. At the end of the day, it's about knowing what you want, and that's the most important thing. But crystals can also provide certain energies to it as well. But something here is manifesting. We go to tarot. Let's have a look and see. Okay. I'm going to also pull some divination dice as well, which is why, I mean, we have some here as well, but I'm going to pull from the bag. These are the ones that I meditated with, and I pulled some for decoration purposes, and then the rest of them stayed in there for the purpose of the reading, so just thought I'd mention that. So we've got the 10 of Cups, Queen of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, Justice. Justice is being served, okay? Certain some of you that have legal sort of situations or things legally that you're trying to work on, you're trying to progress, you're trying to sort of get together, those particular aspects are really starting to work themselves out. So there's a sense of things swaying in your favour. There's a sense of balance here. Nine of Pentacles is about you feeling very abundant, confident and strong within yourself. And also the Queen of Swords is about boundaries and happiness, and the Ten of Cups is a wish come true. So something here is manifesting pretty big. Now, I really feel in terms of love, there's this sense of you feeling loved, feeling happy. Not a surprise because the Sun enters Cancer. Cancer is the energy of family. It's the energy of warmth. It's the energy of nurture. Ten of Cups also really showcases that. So I think people are much more nicer to you here. And you're connected a lot more to people, which is why we also have the Empath card. Your spiritual gifts, again, because of that, are really starting to be much more stronger. And of course, you've got an increase because something here is going to manifest for you and progress for you. And I think that it's really beautiful and it's very progressive and just really lovely in the grand scheme of everything. So, wow. Isn't that nice to see? Really, really lovely to see. So, I mean, June here is bringing you some wonderful, wonderful vibes and wonderful energies. I'm mainly going to pull divination dice for the purpose of this reading. So, if I just mention that, I'm just going to put the letters on the other side. So let me just grab the bag. So here we go, the bag. Okay. So, we have got here in, we, my, livid. Okay, so those are the ones that you can see, and then on top we've got here I, he, and lofty, and science. Those are the ones that I can see and on. Okay, so I'll tell you what I see with these particular words. I know it's a little bit difficult because essentially, you know, there are some that you can't see that I can see, especially on the sides here, and there's obviously some on top, and there's some facing you here. So those are the ones that I'm really focusing on, the ones that I can see, and then when I look at the monitor, I can see them as well, right? And you can see them. So thought I'd just describe that. So you've got in, which means that essentially that's good because essentially you are being able to fill things up, you're able to make things work, you're able to fill up your cup. In essentially is also a really powerful energy of protection. So that's what I'm seeing here. It's like you're into something, you're not out. You know, out is like a out energy, it's like a no, right? In is like a yes. So it's a good thing, okay? And then we also have on as well, so really feel that you are on it, especially in the June month. We have we, so there's some form of teamwork, collaboration, working on things, also with yourself and also your spiritual gifts. We have I as well, so you're much more focused on yourself. We've got he, so there could be someone that you're thinking about who is a he or goes by he, and then of course you've got my as well. So again, you're working on your things. There's a real balance here. You're not just focusing on one person or someone, you're focusing on yourself as well as other people too. So again, that balance is beautifully there. It's not just all about yourself, right? It's not just all about everyone else. Here's the balance. Focus towards yourself, resolving things, working with others, the focus towards others, and also the focus towards yourself. It's very mutual, very balanced. That's a good thing, right? Got lofty, which I think is also quite interesting. When I think of lofty, I very much so, well, I think of the loft, right? I think of like the attic where you go in and you're looking at sort of memories and you're looking at things or cleaning things up. Lofty can also mean, I mean, when I think of lofty as well, like it's a vibe of like getting things done. I see here science as well. Okay, so the science energy here is very much so some of you could be studying in regards to science, doing some research in regards to science, figuring things out in regards to science, or doing some Google searches based on science, or trying to diagnose like little problems you have here and there. We also have livid as well. So, you know, essentially I think that one of the things that can really anger you is how other people might sort of try and put their problems onto you, but then you're going to be like, no, like that's your problem, it's not my problem. How you feel is not me, you know. So I think that there's a sense of you setting boundaries, especially with the Queen of Swords. Okay, you're really setting boundaries, taking care of yourself and putting yourself first. Not completely neglecting others, but really putting yourself first so that you're not doing a disservice to yourself. Good. I like seeing that, you know, you're taking care of you. I think that's really, really vital and exceptionally crucial. Yeah. Wow. So, group number 1, if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. If you claim it, let me know by commenting that you claim this reading. And also don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you do subscribe, please click on the little bell notification next to the subscribe button. All of my intention items are on my website, shopmoonlightguidance.com. Everything's linked down below as well, and there's of course all the information down below in the description box below for private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and all the shebang, like everything is there, so you can always check it out and see how you feel in that regard as well. Okay, so take care everyone, and yeah, for this video, like I mentioned in the beginning, you can pick more than one if you wanted to. If you felt, really drawn to another crystal, absolutely you can choose another one. Okay, so if that is the end of your little journey here, hope you have a lovely day or night, and take care everyone. I hope to see you very soon. Alright, so let's now go to group 2. Take these away. I love this citrine colour, it's so beautiful. Really pretty. Okay, let me put this on the side here. All right. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. All right, group number 2, what's coming in June 2021? So we have got here this absolutely stunning blue crystal, all right, which I'm just going to put right here. And then we have this card, which is Manifest with Crystals. It's from the Soul and Spirit magazine subscription. I thought I'd mention that because every time I have new cards, I always get so many comments on which cards they are. So I'll leave a link down below as well if anyone wanted to check it out. It's basically a magazine that comes with a free pack of cards, usually every month. It's super inexpensive as well. And yeah, I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I'm not even paid to speak about it. I just love these cards and I think it's such a great value. So if anyone's interested, link will be in the description box below. Just thought I'd mention that. Okay, so your first card here for June 2021, it says, hold your crystals in your non-dominant hand during meditation to manifest your intention. All right, so that is what we have, the non-dominant hand. I feel like a lot of people would just automatically assume, like, put it in your dominant hand, but actually putting it in your non-dominant hand can sometimes provide more power to the non-dominant side of yourself, which actually can help to balance out energies as well as remove any excessive energies, right? Because when you put it in your non-dominant hand, you're actually empowering that side rather than just empowering the more dominant side. That makes sense? It basically allows things to balance out. So it's a really great little tip for June. Okay, it's a nice little exercise for those of you that have crystals and you like to meditate. But let's have a look and see what's really coming through for June as well. So this is the Life Coach Oracle deck. Let's have a look. Wishful thinking. You're learning how to manifest the life that you desire. A lot of you are focusing on manifesting. I wouldn't be surprised because, of course, you've got that here as well in regards to manifesting your intentions. I feel like this is like a little plug because that's literally what my entire website is all about. It's about manifesting your intentions. So, I mean, if anyone's interested, check out my website. It's linked down below, but there's lots of items to manifest different areas of your life, be it career or evil eye or protection or happiness, confidence, strength, self-esteem, so many areas, twin flames, soulmates, etc. Yeah, so, do check that out if you're interested. But here's what you're doing. You're learning the tricks on how to manifest. Now, I will say something, right? For those of you that really want to manifest something in your life, there is a way to do it, and it's not always spoken about. A lot of people just think you wish for it and it happens. Not actually the case. What you have to do is when you manifest, you set an intention, but you have to let it go to the universe. You can't keep holding on to it every 3 seconds because then it creates a lot of, what's the word? It creates just a lot of tension in the energies, and of course it causes desperation. Desperation is the root of suffering. Like, that's what causes suffering. So when you want something to happen, You let it go into the universe. It's a little bit like, say for example, when there are couples that really want to have a child, right? They're trying, they're super, super stressed out, they just can't seem to do it. And, you know, sometimes, yes, there are health issues and things like that, but there's a lot of cases, I'm sure many of you know this, that literally when they have acceptance, they come to accept their circumstance, their stress levels drop, and then boom, when they least expect it, they find out they're having a child. It is very, very similar, that analogy that applies to other areas of your life. When you least expect it, that's usually when things happen, okay? Especially with things like money and love. If you're so desperate about it, it usually won't happen in that moment, right? So you have to kind of let it go, you know, work on other things, work on yourself, and naturally things then will manifest for you. So you have to create that space, right? It's a little bit like you have a plate and it's full of different things and full of different foods. How can you put another type of food on your plate when there's just, you know, otherwise it all gets jumbled and it's not, you know, it's just not nice. So you have to kind of clear your plate a little bit, and then there's space for the universe to put more into your plate, basically, right? So it's really a great way to manifest. Maybe that's something some of you need to hear, you know, because you might be thinking, why are my manifestations not working? So in June, we have here support team. So it says 2 minds are better than 1, 3 minds are better than 2, and 4 minds are unstoppable. So some of you might be expanding your team, you might be working with a lot of people, or you might be asking people for advice. So I really see here that there is a lot of that for sure. There's definitely the sense of people being around you and also wanting to support and be there for you. I feel like you might also get help from other people. So that's definitely something that we do see here. And then we also have shooting star, which says you are a shooting star. You're about to step into your fullest potential. So see, there are some beautiful energies here. Wow, there's so much that is manifesting and progressing for you. There's so much that is blooming and growing for you in June. And I think that this is just so beautiful, because it shows that you're unleashing that potential that you've had within yourself for a very, very long period of time. It's not being suppressed, but it's coming out. It's like the caterpillar emerging from the cocoon with the wings for the first time. It's like, whoa. It really is quite mind-blowing. So June is a big month of unleashing your fullest potential, especially for those of you that have gifts and you have so much talent, but it can always sometimes feel like no one appreciates my talent. Nobody appreciates, you know, the kind of work ethic, things like that, especially if you're thinking that, like, oh, you know, I'm really good at this particular thing, but I feel like I'm not getting the job that I want, or I'm not doing what I really, really love to do, or I'm just not being seen or heard. Your full potential will be seen by people. So I see also expansion as well, especially with the amount of people here. You know, 3 minds are better than 2, and 4 minds are unstoppable. So you can also attract attention in that sense too. Then we have here number 9, hidden treasure. You have brilliant untapped potential. That's literally what we just talked about, just waiting to be explored, right? So your talents will be seen, they will be appreciated, and they will be heard and respected and seen, and you will be given opportunities, all right? So all of that potential that you have within you is not just going to stay there and be locked up in your soul. It is going to have the opportunity to grow and for you to flourish and do the things that you really want to do. And I'm not just talking in regards to like work related things. I'm talking the potential for you to love and to be loved. I'm also talking about the potential for you to support and to be supported, right? Multiple areas of your life here where things are progressing and coming together, where it's not just one specific thing, it's like multiple things coming together. Nice. So let's go to tarot. Oh, I'm thinking of that song, Unstoppable by Sia. There you go. Oh, got a lot of cards there. Let's take them. You know what? Let's take them. Let's take them. It's okay. Yeah, Unstoppable. I'm unstoppable today. Okay. Really, I just see that energy. See, the Knight of Wands, unstoppable. There's so much within you that at some point it will explode. You know, that energy will burst out, and people will have no choice but to see it. Especially for those of you thinking, you know what, no one's ever loved me before. I don't have love. I don't know what's coming. I don't know who's there. It will come. Trust me, timing, okay? Divine timing. By the way, June has so many beautiful energies because you've got Venus entering Cancer. Mercury retrograde will end, okay, on the 22nd. But before that, the Sun will enter Cancer, on the 21st, and there's a summer solstice. Now, I know it's not summer everywhere in the world around this time, but it's stereotypically very much so known that these months, you know, from the end of June to the end of September, they're summer months. They're, you know, stereotypically it's known to be around that time. So spiritually, you know, the summer energies are there, and it's pushing you to be the best version of yourself, and also for other people to see the best version of yourself as well. If you continue to work on yourself, especially with meditation, I think that meditation's great because it helps to activate your third eye. That also activates essentially you feeling much more like your divine self. So then when the third eye activates, you can make better decisions because it's linked to your gut and your intuition. When you make decisions from your gut and your intuition, you are aligning to the highest vibrational energy of yourself. And that can be picked up by other people. So when they feel your energy, they may decide like, oh, do you want to do this particular thing that I, you know, have? Would you like this extra little bit of work? Would you like this particular opportunity? They can be much more prone to kind of coming into your path and asking you in regards to opportunities. There can be, you know, someone romantic that really does approach you, and it happens because you're focusing on yourself. You're doing your own thing. You're, you know, taking care of yourself. So I feel like a lot of you are getting into meditation in June. It's going to really help you. I will say that. Two of Wands here, there could be a little journey or trip that you take that really refreshes your mind. Two of Wands is also about your potential. You know, you thinking about what it is that you want to do, looking out into the horizon and thinking, you know what, I like this, I like this, I like this. These are the kinds of characteristics and qualities I have. This is the kind of experience that I have. These are the great traits that I have. So you're really thinking about that too. Oh, look at this, Four of Wands. I like the Four of Wands. Don't you like the Four of Wands, right? Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is beautiful because it's such a beautiful divine energy. This shows divine timing. It also shows here that there's a beautiful, beautiful energy here if you're seeing a lot of repeating numbers. So if you see 1111, it's a big sign that you're on the right path in your life. There's a lot manifesting for you here. There can also be someone romantically that has a lot of interest towards you, but is very nurturing towards you, especially with all of those Venus energies that we have collected in June. And of course, the other thing here is you've got a lot of orange, you've got a lot of yellow. These are the energies, of course, of June and the sun and solar plexus. There you go. Also, orange, you know, that's the sacral chakra, which is to do with sort of that sensual energy, intimate energy. Could be potentially some intimacy here. You've got the Emperor. Okay, so Emperor is Aries energy. This is about, you know, getting things done. It's also about detachment as well. Detaching from expectations will allow those things to happen more so. Page of Cups, enjoying, you know, every step, and being optimistic as well that the things that you want will work out for you. So, you know, it's about cycles and changes. There will be a change, there will be progression. It will happen in June itself, where you also feel better within yourself and all of those qualities you have, especially if you've been rejected in the past. You'll think to yourself, you know what, maybe that thing was not for me, because everything happens for a reason. You're being protected by your angels and your spirit guides. This is about patience as a virtue. It's showing that step by step things are flowing, growing, and nourishing around you. So things are moving for you. The sun is rising, right? Change is coming. That's the moon, right? That is the moon. Let's see the full moon. Full moon is actually going to happen in the sign of Capricorn. I think that's going to bring more stability. It's going to allow you to release unstable elements and bring in more stability around that time. And that's going to happen right after Mercury turns direct, which is good because retrograde energies can be a little bit heavy from time to time. I'll just say that the only thing to be careful about in regards to this is that the Mercury retrograde can just make you feel at times a little bit annoyed in regards to your past. But ultimately, if you can understand that, you know what, I want to live in the future. You see the page here is in front of these waves, not behind it. Right here, the waves are in the forefront. That's how you can feel like it's a part of you, like your past is a part of you. But here, you are part of your present. So that's the kind of energy, like if you can bring yourself to a place where you think, you know, I am not my past, it's really going to help you in June, right? Because the retrograde energies can kind of take you back a little bit, right? With nostalgia and things that have happened in the past. But if you can kind of think, no, Venus, like let me live in the energy of Venus, that will help, right? So something to keep in mind. But you'll get there. Like there's a lot of growth here that we pick up on. Okay, so I'm going to roll some of these divination dice. These are the ones that I specifically meditated with for the decoration, and then the rest are actually for the reading. So we have got a big choice. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, So the ones that I can see and the ones that you can see are the ones we are going to take. Okay, so do that. Right, we do that. Yeah, do that and do that. Okay, so we have got here every. We also have to as well. You can see that right there, to. We have no. We have if, and we have but. That's interesting, if and but, right? We also have his and we have my, which you can't see here, but I can see it there. And then we also have here as well, alternate and her. So got his and her, which I think is really, really interesting. So someone here is attracted towards you, from what I can pick up on. And alternate means that you're kind of sort of alternating between energies, and at times you're thinking a little bit about the past, but then you're also trying to focus your focus your energies onto the future and the present. So you're kind of alternating, but you're also trying to become stronger. So some of you are sort of diving into past but then taking 10 steps forward, you know. So there's an energy here of a lot of progression that I do pick up on. You're focusing on yourself with this my word, as we see there. And of course here you are saying no to certain things that are not good for you, so you have boundaries. And also we have but and if, so still at times you may feel like, you know, you kind of want to still dive into the past, you want to dive into things that perhaps did not work out so great for you, but you're also learning that, you know what, I want to move forward, I want to progress, I want to feel happier, I want to feel content. And so you're still moving forward to, because you got two here, to every opportunity, because every opportunity that is very much so coming your way. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. You're standing up for yourself in many ways and trying to progress as much as you can for yourself, with some nice calming energy here. So lots of movement, but take some time for yourself as well. I would say that as well. So group number 2, this is your reading for what's coming in June 2021. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have subscribed, please click on the little bell notification next to the subscribe button. And I also wanted to mention as well that my website is down below if anyone was interested in intention manifesting items, which so many people have seen results with. And all the information for private paid readings and the free reading giveaway is down in the description box below as well. So do check that out if you are interested. And yeah, definitely do take care, everyone. All right, so that is what we have there. All right, so we go now to group 3. Put those in there. Take this away. Put this here. All right, group number 3, let's have a look and see what is coming through for you. So for June 2021, we've got this beautiful carnelian crystal, which is just so stunning. I'll show you actually, it's so pretty. That is your crystal. I'm just going to put it right there. And then this is your card. So got it right here. This is from the Manifest with Crystals deck, which is from Soul and Spirit, the magazine subscription. So I'll leave a link down below if anyone is interested. It's pretty inexpensive. You get a magazine and usually a deck of cards every month. I'm not sponsored by them. They're not paying me to say any of this. It's just I love them, and so I get it every single month. And yeah, people always ask me about their cards because, you know, they're unique and no one's seen them anywhere else. And of course, it's because it's part of a magazine subscription. So yeah, I'll just leave a link down below. I just personally love it, so you know that's why I also recommend it as well, because I get it myself. So this is your first message here, and it says, I cleanse my crystals with sage to enhance their manifestation properties. So that's interesting. Like, I feel like some of you may need to hear that, or you might be thinking like, my crystals, they don't seem to be as strong. I don't see them doing as much, and that's because from time to time it's good to sage them. You don't always have to, but for sure if you want to do something in terms of making them very, very powerful, you can sage them, especially if you don't know whose energies have been around them and things like that. So I think that that's obviously quite significant. For example, when I sell crystals on my website, I always sage them before they go to someone, in case they don't do it themselves, because you just don't know whose energy has been around it, for example. And also my video is getting so dark. I'm trying to like make it light again. Anywho, that is what we have. So just something to keep in mind in that sense. That can also really help. All right, so got number 51, empath. You may be confusing other people's energy with your own. Oh, it's interesting because that kind of goes with the first card, right? I mean, a lot of you here that are, sorry, it just covered my microphone, so I'm going to repeat the sentence. A lot of you who are here essentially may be very, very empathic. You may have a lot of empathy, and essentially you may sometimes feel like other people's energies and how they feel is so close to you that you may sometimes feel like that is your responsibility. And I can totally understand, because essentially being an empath myself, it's so easy to sort of kind of get drawn into that, right? But I also feel that sometimes it's also about boundaries and sort of setting boundaries and just knowing that, you know, just because you're an empath doesn't always mean that, you know, their problems are your responsibility. And I know that sounds really sad, because of course we all want to help everybody, but it's also about sometimes people have to help themselves. So I think that that's really important, because you have to consider whether other people would hurt you would help you in the same way that you would help them as well. You don't want to be a sort of like a doormat. So that's definitely something to keep in mind here, especially if someone here is like feeling terrible, but they always treat you in the exact same way and they always treat you not so nice, then of course you have to protect yourself. And I think that's the most important thing. You know, sage your space, sage your energy, your home, for example. I think that's really important, especially if you ever get a bad vibe in regards to someone, or you feel like all of their energy is suddenly becoming you and becoming your energy. It just goes to show that it can very easily sort of transmit. And I think that one thing to definitely do is to sort of sage yourself or your space. So that's what I see there. Number 77, generosity. Giving from your heart with no strings attached is what is needed now. Okay, we have here approval. Choose to approve of yourself and others will too. I think this is really important, right? Put yourself first. You're an empath. You have a lot of this energy, and oftentimes people can also put their problems onto you and expect you to deal with it. That's not exactly the healthiest things, right? So approve yourself, do things for yourself, put yourself first, and you will find that that energy will come back to you. It will boomerang back to you, where you will feel so much better, stronger, and you'll also be able to just feel so much better as well. So approve yourself first without trying to gain or get other people to approve you, right? And this generosity energy as well is, yeah, absolutely give. You know, I'm not saying don't help people. I'm not saying, you know, don't do things for other people, but make sure you do put yourself first. That way, when you put yourself first, you can also help other people more so, right? But also you've got to take care of yourself first so that you also have that energy to help other people. And so also that you know what your boundaries are. I think that's really, really important, right? Especially being a reader myself, like I want to help as many people as I can, but I also have to make sure that I take care of myself first as well, right? So that I can also help more people. It's a little bit like, right, I'm going to give you an analogy. Think of an airplane. You know when those oxygen masks in an airplane drop down, the first thing they say is put yours on before you help others. Because the thing is, it's not because you're being selfish. It's mainly because once you put yours on, you can help more people. Even though you can't go too far. Like you're a bit restricted, right, if you put on your mask. But also, you got to help yourself too. That's really, really important, for sure. You know, and then you can help everybody else as well, where possible, in the restricted amount of space, right? Because I'm sure you can't move too much with the length of the thing. Yeah, you know, this is how my brain works. Anyways, so that's what I'm seeing here. The length of the cord is what I meant, not the length of time, length of cord. So yeah, take care of yourself first, okay? It's really important. And of course, sometimes you have to be selfish. I know, again, that's one of those things. Sometimes you have to be, because that's also you teaching other people that they can't take advantage of you, all right? It's not because you should be a mean-spirited person, but sometimes you have to teach people that they can't do that to you, right? Then we have here reconciliation. This relationship, friendship, or partnership can be saved. So see, approve of yourself and other people will approve you, whether it is friends, whether it is a person from the past, whether it is a union that ended in separation or a friendship that ended in separation. Look after you, and that will allow things to heal. So I think that's really important. Rejoicing, and then you've got celebration. So celebration says take time out to celebrate. So take time also for yourself. If you have a little achievement, take time to celebrate. Why not? Make yourself feel better, right? And then you've got rejoicing, which I think is what you're going to be doing in June as well. Just want to say that. And then rejoicing, you have learned how to make the most out of life. So by the end of June, you'll think to yourself, you know what? I grew a lot. I learned a lot. I pulled myself to a much better place. And I see a lot of you having reconciled with someone as well in June as well. That just makes you feel so much happier and so much more better without losing your power. Actually, it's because you give yourself power that it happens, right? So wow, you got a lot of orange and red, and actually here as well, I just saw that. So orange is to do with sacral chakra, which is to do with intimacy, nourishing yourself, honouring yourself, right? That sensual energy. Also, look at the carnelian, right? So that's that. And then, of course, the red is the root chakra or the base chakra, which is to do with physical stability, security, self-sufficiency, responsibility of yourself. Pretty much what we mentioned. That's what June is all about for you. Start taking responsibility for yourself, and in turn, everything else starts to become stable around you. Something about your nails getting stronger as well. I know that's really random to mention, but I feel like your nails are going to get stronger. Okay. Let me know if that resonates with anyone. Nails becoming stronger. When I talk about nails, I mean like fingernails. Well, people always ask me if these are my real nails. They actually are. They're completely my natural nails. I just thought I would mention that. Oh, wow. Okay. Something about nails and also teeth as well. You know, that also represents the root chakra energies as well. So Three of Pentacles, you're working, you're getting things done for sure. Okay, you're putting in a lot of work, especially with the Two of Wands. It's about ideas and creativity and doing things for yourself. You might be thinking about taking a trip. I say thinking because you're thinking about it. And then High Priestess. Honoring yourself, nourishing yourself, and putting yourself first, right? That is the High Priestess. Taking care of yourself first and creating those boundaries within yourself and what you have got going on for yourself. Really important. Very, very important. Really significant as well. Nice. Really, really nice. Okay, so June's got a lot. Okay, June has got a lot going for you. There's a lot happening. So let's go with the cubes, the message cubes, and these are the ones I meditated with for the decoration, and then I also meditated, well, with them all basically, and then I picked the ones for the decoration, and then of course we have the ones for the reading, so I've got a big choice of them, so let's get into it. These are the ones left essentially for the reading. So the ones that you can see and the ones that I can see are the ones we are going to read, the words. All right, so, I mean, we've got quite a few here. All right, so got livid, lofty, and you've got here precise. So precise means that you're doing things very precisely. Okay, that's the High Priestess's energy as well. You are trying to get things done as best as possible, especially with the Three of Pentacles. You're trying to get your job done and your work done as best as possible. Lofty here shows creativity. Lofty also shows as well this really like strong energy of doing things for yourself. When I think of lofty, I also think of the loft, you know, so there's that vibe as well. We also have livid as well. You know, there can be certain situations that have made you feel livid, especially in regards to the past or the way that you've been treated, but this is also about taking responsibility for yourself. I think that's really important here, especially with precise as well. You know, it's like knowing what you need to do and then actually being able to act upon it. I got her, or, and this one here says your. Okay, so your or her. Okay, so yeah, if you guys can see that. There we go, and her. Think about how it resonates, because of course they are words. I mean, your is focusing on your stuff, or is like thinking, should I do this or that? And then her is some kind of female figure, or it could be you, especially if you go by her. Okay, so I think that that is quite significant. It's going to resonate with many of you in different ways, so I'm not going to try and overanalyze that one. I feel like it makes sense with a lot of you. So we've got clear here. I think of clear skin. I don't know why, just as soon as I saw the clear word, I thought of clear skin, perhaps clear nails, clear teeth, because there's something about nails and teeth that I keep seeing. And then, of course, we've got gentle here, and then we've also got violet. So the colour violet, you're going to be seeing that quite a bit. You know, violet is also to do with the 7th chakra, which is your crown chakra, which is about beauty, serenity. Perhaps some of you are getting your teeth fixed or your teeth cleaned. It can also be about beauty in regards to getting your nails done. I mean, to be honest, that's quite a generic thing, but I mean, look, hey, if it makes sense, that's great. You know, like a lot of people get their nails done, to be honest, right? But this is also about like nail growth and your nails looking more beautiful or something like that. So yeah, that's an interesting energy there with violet. So violet kind of goes with the energy of beauty and grace. Violet is also to do with luxury, so it can also be more money coming your way. And again, stability as well, which we spoke about. Clear here is just you feeling like you have a bit more of a clear mindset, and gentle here is you taking care of yourself, which is obviously quite important as well. Yep, we did that. And then we've got here crack, trunk, and bust. Well, crack and bust can also be, I know what you're thinking, okay, I already know what you're thinking. You might be thinking of like the body. And I mean, that could oh god, I can't even speak, resonate, right? That could resonate. So that's what I see there. I think it's more so to do with the body, to be honest, than it is about things busting or you know, crack is also about sometimes feeling like there are cracks that you want filled in. Trunk as well can also be a word that is used for the body, so something to keep in mind. Okay, that's what we have there. So we're just gonna roll with it. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it. So yeah, I think that's more so to do with the body. And then yeah, we got that and that and that and the carnelian, which we spoke about. The colours of it, I think, are really quite significant. Sort of got that clear colour here as well, which kind of goes with the clear there. We're thinking a lot clearly. There's a lot more stability coming your way in June. Going around in circles. Actually, speaking of circles, you know, this is like a good way to sage as well. By the way, I do have sage on my my store as well. If anyone was interested in sage, it's got like dried flowers wrapped around it as well, or plain sage. Yeah, it's all there as well. Anyways, so this is your reading, and if this resonated with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, reading giveaway, and of course, intention items are on my website if anyone is interested in them. And yeah, don't forget to, if you have subscribed, please click on that little bell notification next to the subscribe button and you'll be notified when I post a new video, because it will go into your subscription box, you know what I mean? So that is what we have there. And yeah, so group 3, this is your reading. If there was another pile that really just like you just thought, oh my gosh, that just makes a lot of sense, like I feel so connected to that one, you can always watch more than one. So you can watch more than one pile, but if you have had enough and you're like, yep, I got my messages, gotta go now, Moonlight, no problem at all. So that's what we have here. All right, so take care, everyone, and we move now to group number 4. Take these away. Take the beautiful crystal. And I take this as well. Cool. Take this, and this, and this, and this. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Alright, group number 4, this is your reading for what's coming in June 2021. So we've got this really pretty pile. Look at this crystal, so beautiful. This is your first card. These cards are called the Manifest with Crystal cards, so I thought I'd just mention that because it is a new deck that I'm using on my channel. Every time I use a new deck, I get so many questions. So this is actually from the Soul and Spirit magazine subscription, so that's why I have a lot of cards that perhaps people have not seen, because they are part of a subscription where you get a magazine and cards. It's super inexpensive, actually. You'll be really surprised. I'm not paid by them, I'm not sponsored by them, but I just love these cards, and I've been getting them for 2 years now, almost as long as I've had my channel, actually, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so I thought I'd just mention that. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description box below if anyone actually is interested. But yeah, that's what we have here. So This one here says, I bring love and harmony to my life with aventurine. So it's interesting. Aventurine is actually a crystal. So if anyone actually wanted to manifest love and harmony, aventurine is a great crystal to keep around you or in your space. It could be your workspace, it could be in your room. If some of you have like a little altar, it's great to put there as well to keep in your bag, for example. So yeah, it's a great crystal to have around you. So it's just something I thought I would mention here. But I see something in regards to you wanting to manifest love and harmony. So let's see what June has for you. Okay, you have mentor. Oh, I also have a green ring as well. There's definitely something about the colour green that we're picking up on. Green crystal, green card, green ring. Heart chakra seems to be quite dominant for a lot of you in June. There seems to be a lot in that sense. So we've got here mentor. You're about to meet a person of high integrity who will guide you in the right direction. So someone is going to guide you in terms of answers that you're looking for, in terms of things that you have wanted to know in regards to what's going to happen in the future. There's someone that you are going to be looking up to in that sense. So keep an eye out. We also have here, you know what, that sounds like tarot readers. That does, right? I mean, yes, it could be a teacher, yes, it could be maybe someone that's helping you, but that could be a tarot reader, you know, someone that you go back to and you're watching readings in regards to and you're looking for answers and you're kind of looking at them like a mentor. So actually that could be a tarot reader. Maybe it's me, who knows? Maybe it could be lots, you know, lots of other tarot readers as well that you have an interest in. This one says earth shifts. You are very connected to Mother Earth, and as such you experience all that she does. You know what is connected to Mother Earth? The heart chakra. Green. The heart chakra is green and it's connected to Mother Nature and Mother Earth. You just can't make this up, to be honest. So you are connecting so well to nature and the divine mother energies, which means that it is all about, June is all about love, generosity, compassion and forgiveness. Okay, giving and receiving unconditional love to yourself and to others, but also really taking care of yourself. I see a lot of you eating a lot of vegetables, which is also going to boost your heart chakra. A lot of you are going out for walks in greenery, and that's also going to help to boost your heart chakra. You may be connecting with animals or really enjoy the sound of nature and like birds chirping or the river flowing, depending on where you live and where you go, really. So, but I just see nice walks and I see some fresh air, which I think is going to make you feel very, very connected to Mother Earth. For example, being around trees and yeah, big energy. Also, aventurine is also green, so yeah, so we got old soul. You have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. So some of you may feel like, you know, I just feel very different to other people. I feel like, I don't know what it is, but I feel different to others. And that's because you have had so many more lifetimes. You've had more incarnations than other people around you. They can be younger souls. You know, there can be people around you that are younger souls, regardless of their age. This is to do with lifetimes, right? So that's the thing that I see here, is that you have lived so many lifetimes to the point where you are an older soul and you learn lessons a lot quicker, you have more of a spiritual understanding, you're much more mature also in terms of the spiritual aspect of things, and I think that that's allowing you to sort of have your own connect in that sense. Like you may find a community that just makes sense to you. For example, you know, there's a spiritual community and you may feel so much more connected to the spiritual community because you feel like, you know what, you feel a part of it. There might be people around you that you don't feel are really, you feel like you're a part of that sort of group, but in terms of spirituality, you may feel like you are a part of that group, you know what I mean? So I think that's really interesting here. You're gaining perspective also in terms of relationships and the things that you learn. So we've got here, time to lighten up. You may be taking life too seriously. So there's definitely this sense again of you being an old soul. Old souls tend to be quite serious. I'm not gonna lie, but it also is about, you know, just doing things that maybe are a little bit more spontaneous, doing things that you enjoy, doing things that you love, and not letting things become maybe sometimes a bit too much, and really doing things that you enjoy, that you love, that makes you feel good, that makes you feel happy. Those are the things that are really going to make you feel good, make you feel positive, powerful, and very content as well. So it's actually quite a good energy here. You're lightening up. Yeah, look at that, Hanged Man, right? You're doing a lot of like thinking from time to time. You're doing a lot of sort of spiritual analysis at times, but also there's this lightening up energy where you're enlightened, you're awakened. I think it's also going to help you to find more of yourself, especially the kind of more lighter version of yourself, where you want to do spontaneous things, you want to do fun things, you want to live in a world of excitement and fulfillment and joy. So I actually do see a lot of that. King of Pentacles. And the Ace of Wands. Should get one more? Let's do one more. Queen of Cups. Yeah. So, Queen of Cups, right? You may sometimes feel vulnerable, you may sometimes feel like you're not a part of your environment, but in June you're going to feel much more part of your environment. The Sun is going to go into Cancer, which means it's Cancer season. Okay, so the Queen of Cups here shows that you will feel so much more comfortable, so much more happier in your environment. You'll feel a lot more stable, there can be more money, more respect coming your way, and also you really manifesting happiness and joy and harmony in your life as well. The more you are connected to yourself, the more those things are manifesting for you, right? King of Pentacles can also indicate stability. It can represent commitment. It can represent someone who wants to commit to you, coming towards you, right? But the more you work on yourself, the more this is coming towards you rather than you feeling like you constantly need to chase it. So I would say don't chase, attract, okay? Because the more you are in the energy of attracting, the more it's going to come towards you. Take care of yourself, put yourself first. People will come towards you. They'll get attracted to you. They'll be like, oh my God, look at that hanged man. I want to know what that's all about, you know? So you don't have to like outwardly do things. Energy is powerful. Sometimes we can pick up on people's energies and be like, whoa, like that's crazy, you know, I want to know more about you without even having to say things. Energy is so powerful. So ultimately you are growing, you are learning, you're connecting more to Mother Nature. You see here, the King of Pentacles is literally a part of nature, and you are growing, you're becoming much more comfortable in your own energy, and you're finding things that relate much more to you. So you are feeling like, you know what? I like who I am. I like the things that I like. I don't need to be anyone but myself. So you're going to be so much more aligned to your true self rather than feeling like you need to fake who you are to gain attention, all right? And things like that. So we are going to roll some of these divination dice, message dice, should I say. So I meditated with this bag, and then I got some out for decoration purposes, and the rest that were left in here are for the reading. So I thought I'd just mention that. Okay, well, we didn't get many there, but let me just go again. Wow, every time there's like 2 that come out. It's like 2 by 2. Okay, we'll go with 4. So we got, so the ones that I can see and the ones that you can see, words-wise, are the ones we are going to look at. Oh my God, it says Moonlight. Okay. So, we have got here a reflection on, a trade about, and a desire for. Now it's really interesting because technically my real name also means moonlight. My real name is Chandni, just in case anyone thought I was actually making that up. My real name is actually Moonlight, hence it's called Moonlight Guidance. But that's interesting. And moonlight, of course, means moonlight. You know, I'm not just making it all about myself, but, you know, you might be sitting out in moonlight, for example, absorbing the moonlight. So keep that in mind as well, especially when we connect to Mother Nature. The moonlight is a huge part of it. A lot of people have also found that it sort of heals parts of like PCOS. There are like scientific data and research on that, and I was like, whoa, what, like that's crazy. But anyways, moonlight can help in lots of different aspects. Don't quote me on that. I just saw a research thing, and of course, you know, you have to kind of sometimes take those things with a bit of like grain of salt. But the moon has its powerful energies, right? So ultimately, there's something here, and you're probably wondering where the hell is moonlight? There it is. It's literally there. So you've got here dilemma, and you've got moonlight. Okay, so there it says a reflection on. So you might be reflecting when there is moonlight, okay, and sort of looking at the moon and kind of just gazing at it. We also have a trade about, and we also have his, which I think is really, really interesting there. You also have here my, so you might be really thinking about that. We also have a desire for, so you might have a desire in regards to someone here as well, right? Our and his and my. And then we have here, what I can see is I can see I, you can see I, and the other side has also I. This side does not have an I, it has another word. So I think what's happening here is that you're putting yourself first. You still have a desire in regards to something working out between you and someone else, but there's also this sense of, wait a second, let me sort of figure myself out first and do more for myself. So you have a reflection energy here, and a lot of you are perhaps thinking and reflecting and looking at the moon and just having a lot of reflections and thinking about things you want to do. You might also be doing some kind of trade. You might be finding a mentor. So trade is also about like buying or trying to get advice from someone. Maybe it's me. I don't know. I really don't know. But ultimately, you might be making a trade deal. Well, that sounds like something like a politician would do, but some kind of deal in regards to maybe business or making things, right? And sort of trading or things like that. So that's interesting. Really interesting. Nice moonlight energy though, that always gets me excited. We see a bit of moonlight, right? Because it's super powerful, it's a beautiful, beautiful vibe. So that is your reading group number 4. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, reading giveaway, and all of my intention items, which so many people have seen results with, are linked down below on my website, which is shopmoonlightguidance.com. And yeah, so if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Don't have to, but if you do, please click on that little bell notification next to the subscribe button. And I hope you all have a lovely day wherever you are, or night. And take care, everyone. Take care. I'll see you all very soon. Bye, everyone.